In the last hours of daylight, all was gray but the deep blue waters of the Hudson River. Pete Seeger and German Iraki were sitting on driftwood at the shores, silently tracking the mildest movements in the landscape. Pete released a harmonious howl toward the waters. Iraki looked up at a haze forming in the sky above their heads and remembered how the crowd sang along with Pete's voice earlier that day, song after song. How do the people always know the words to the songs, Pete? Iraki slowly asked. Well, the songs are quite simple, aren't they? Iraki's gaze stayed high on the white shadow in the sky. White shadow in the sky. Pete turned his head, looking over his shoulder. The older I get, the more I grow optimistic about the future. Isn't that comedic? Zoom out, upwards, more and more. Be a drone. Zoom out more. See the Hudson River as a large surface coated by black spots of forest. More. See a large metal bridge standing solid from shore to shore. Zoom out more. See bright city lights. Zoom more. See more light. See the river as a long bending black string. Stop. Fade in caption overlay. Country Rebels 4. Fade. Welcome once again, dear friends.
Which side are you on, boys? Which side are you on? Which side are you on, boys? Which side are you on? They say in Harlan County there are no neutrals there. You'll either be a Union man or a thug for J.H. Blair. Which side are you on, boys? Which side are you on? Tell me, which side are you on, boys? Which side are you on? My daddy was a miner, and I'm a miner's son. He'll be with you, fellow workers, until this battle's won. Tell me, which side are you on? Which side are you on? Sing it! Which side are you on? Which side are you on? Oh, workers, can you stand it? tell me how you can. Will you be a lousy scab, or will you be a man? Which side are you on? Which side are you on? Tell me, which side are you on? Which side are you on? Come all of you good workers, good news to you I'll tell of how the good old Union has come in here to dwell. Tell me, which side are you on, boys? Which side are you on? Tell me, which side are you on, boys? Which side are you on?
Yes, this is the voice of the German Iraki coming to you. Zoom in more. Coming to you live or pre-recorded depending on where you are listening to us. We are going to speak about country music and hillbilly music and folk music and the aspects of rebellion in this sort of music, in the music of the people. And of course listen to some wonderful tunes. And yes, this was Pete Seeger singing this song, Which Side Are You On? It was a live, of course, was a live version of the song, and you can hear how he had this most wonderful way of having the crowd sing along with him. Well, Pete Seeger is a folk musician, American folk musician, and an activist. And I want to talk about him because there is something very delicate about his sort of rebellion. He as a man has something very sincere about him, and he really caught my attention. I want to speak about him, tell you about his first encounter with folk music, with this music of the people. And it was at a very, very young age. His mother was a violinist and his father was a musicologist, so both have roots in the music world. And his father was teaching music in Berkeley at the time. And then he got caught up with some trouble being a socialist, having socialistic views, and got kicked off, and the whole Seeger family moved to New York City. And I think it was pretty like a tough moment for this family, of course. At this time, losing a job is not something easy. So the father of Pete took the whole family. Pete was about 7 years old, and the father of Pete took the whole family to a trip to the Appalachian Mountains. And the idea of the trip was to give the music to the poor people of America. Now, there is something very aristocratic about even when you're saying that, there is something very, very, I think it was good-hearted, intended, but of course you can imagine what happened. They came to the Appalachian Mountains and they realized that they already have a sort of music, and it was very different from the sort of music that they knew about. It was the hillbilly music. It was the sound of the people. It was it was folk music in its most authentic, powerful way. So at the age of 7, this was the first encounter of Pete Seeger with folk music.
Coyote, coyote, what have they done? Little brother, where do you run? They strychnine the mountain, they strychnine the plain. My little brother, the coyote, won't come back again. When you hear him singing, the few that are left, he's warning the human race of his death. Don't poison the mazes, don't poison the sky, or you won't be back, little brother, goodbye. There will be no one to listen, and no one to sing, and never will there be spring. Coyote, what have they done?
This was Coyote, my little brother, Pete Seeger, performing this song. Song by Pete Seeger, and this song is the name of this tune is Turn Turn Turn, and it was composed by Pete Seeger in 1962, but it was written by some would say that it was written by King Solomon himself, and some say that it was written by Kohelet more than 2,000 years ago, but it is the words are from the book of Ecclesiastics, in Hebrew Kohelet. So those are very ancient words, and Pete Seeger put them very beautifully together and put a very beautiful melody to it. So we're gonna listen to the tune named Turn Turn Turn, but I don't want to listen to the Pete Seeger alone version, because we always like to do things different in one way or another. There is a very beautiful version of Judy Collins singing it along Pete Seeger. So they're sitting together and singing the song that Pete wrote. So this is Turn 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 by Pete Seeger.
This is a treat for me because I sing this song a lot, and I'd like to have you sing it with me if you would. This is one that you know because you wrote the melody to it.
Well, let me hear it.
All right. And I think it's wonderful that this particular song, this quotation from Ecclesiastes, is such a well-loved quotation.
Now I know what song it is.
time to be born, a time to die, a time to plant, a time to reap, a time to kill, a time to heal, a time to laugh, a time to weep. To everything turn, turn, turn. There is a season, turn, 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 and a time to every purpose under heaven. A time to build up, a time to break down, a time to dance, a time to mourn, a time to weave, a time to gather stones together. To everything turn, turn, turn. There is a season, turn, 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 and a time to every purpose under heaven. A time of love, a time of hate, a time of war, a time of peace, a time you may embrace, a time to refrain from embracing. To everything turn, turn, turn. There is a season, turn, 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 and a time to every purpose under heaven. A time to gain, a time to lose, a time to rend, a time to sow, a time of love, a time of hate, a time of peace. I swear it's not too late. To everything turn, turn, turn. There is a season, turn, 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 and a time to every purpose under heaven. To everything turn, turn. There is a season, turn, turn, and a time to every purpose under
عيت لليدي وعيت لموت عيت لتعب وعيت لعقر عيت لعروق وعيت ليربوك عيت ليفروت وعيت لبنوت لكل زمان
Turn, turn, turn. Pete Seeger and Judy Collins performing this song. Right after it, an Hebrew version of the song by Ronen Ani. A little Iraqi screw, so to say. I want to play you a skit of Pete Seeger talking about this song more than 40 years after originally releasing the song. It is from Democracy Now! In 2004. And you can understand how much of a meaning this song has for him if 40 years later he is still contemplating and identifying new meanings inside those ancient words. So this is Pete Seeger on the Democracy Now! Show talking about Turn, Turn, Turn.
I says, you know this song. To everything, turn, turn, turn. There was a season. Sing it. And the whole audience sing, turn, turn, turn. There is a season and a time for every purpose under heaven. Time to be born, a time to die. Sing it. A time to be born, a time to plant, to reap, a time to plant, a time to kill, to heal, a time to kill, a time to laugh, to weep, a time to laugh, a time to... You know, those words are 2,256 years old. I asked him, when was these words written? He says, well, the man's name was Kahalath, meaning convoker, somebody who calls people together to speak to them. Well, I didn't realize I liked the words, but I realize now those are maybe some of the most fundamentally important words that anybody could learn. You see, you and I, we're all descended from killers, good killers. The ones who were not good killers didn't have descendants, but we're descended from good killers. For millions of years, our ancestors were good killers. As I say, if they hadn't been, we wouldn't be here today. Now is a new period. In other words, there was a time, you might say, the human race needed to have good killers. Now, if we don't change our way of thinking, there will be no human race here. Because science acts very irresponsibly. Oh, any information is good. Ha, ha, ha. They don't realize that some information is very important, some, frankly, forget about until we solve some other problems. Einstein was the first person who said it. Everything has changed now except our way of thinking. And we've got to find ways to change our way of thinking. Sports can do it, arts can do it, cooking can do it, all sorts of good works can do it, smiles can do it. And I'm of the opinion now that if the human race makes it, I say we've got a 50-50 chance.
Just pick one, it'll hurt some if it needs to. I know weakness is a sickness and a virtue. And cold, bitter winds are never ending. So just pick one, it's a season it'll run through.
Those are two ladies who have this singing together for more than 10 years. And they do it very old school. They travel around and they bring the music to the people. Mama's broke, just pick one.
When it holds true and misleads you on your long journey home, carrying stones. There ain't nothing that's worthless if it harms you. Just pick one, it'll hurt some if it needs to.
The sheep's in the meadow, the cow's in the corn. Now is the time for a child to be born. He'll cry for the moon, he'll laugh at the sun. If he's a boy, he'll carry a gun, sang the crow on the cradle. If it should be that our baby's a girl, never you mind if her hair doesn't curl. Rings on her fingers and bells on her toes, and a bomber above her wherever she goes, sang the crow on the cradle. Rock-a-bye baby, the dark and the light, somebody's baby is born for a fight. Rock-a-bye baby, the white and the black, somebody's baby is not coming back, sang the crow on the cradle. Your mama and papa, they'll scrimp and they'll save, build you a coffin and dig you a grave. Hush-a-bye, little one, why do you weep? We've got a toy that will put you to sleep, sang the crow on the cradle. Bring me a gun and I'll shoot that bird dead. That's what your mama and papa once said. Crow on the cradle, oh, what shall I do? That is a thing that I leave up to you, sang the crow on the cradle.
That was the Crow in the Cradle again, Pete Seeger, but it is a very English song, an older English song which he sings, a very tragic one. And many of his songs are like that. They are very poetic, and they speak about atrocities and about war in a certain tragic and very sad way, which touches me deeply, because you can have so many conversations about war and about politics and it fucking means nothing at all. It's just more tragic, and in light of the ongoing tragedies, constant tragedies in the Middle East, there is something about those songs which touch me very much, because they sing about the tragedies of those things, because there's nothing else to talk about other than the tragedies of those circumstances. There is nothing political that is that can justify in any way atrocities and the horrible things and pain, because in the end there is nothing but pain in those circumstances. So Pete Seeger has something about the way he sings about war, which is very beautiful, and the way that he sings about peace is beautiful as well. So this is why we memorize his songs and we love him for what he brings to this world.
your guns and drums and drums and guns, the enemy nearly slew. Your darling dear looks so quiet. For Johnny, I hardly knew you. And where are your eyes that looked so mild, hurroo, hurroo? Where are your eyes that looked so mild, hurroo, hurroo? Where are your eyes that looked so mild when my poor heart you first beguiled? Why did you skedaddle from me and the child? For Johnny, I hardly knew you. And where are the legs with which you run, hurroo, hurroo? Where are the legs with which you run, hurroo, hurroo? Where are the legs with which you run when you went off to carry your gun? Indeed, your dancing days are done. For Johnny, I hardly knew ya. You haven't an arm, you haven't a leg, hurroo, hurroo. You haven't an arm, you haven't a leg, hurroo, hurroo. You haven't an arm, you haven't a leg, you're an eyeless, boneless, chickenless egg. Sure, you'll have to be put with a bowl to beg. Oh, Johnny, I hardly knew ya. With your drums and guns and guns and drums, hurroo, hurroo. Your drums and guns and guns and drums, hurroo, hurroo. Your drums and guns and guns and drums, the enemy nearly slew ya. Me darling dear, you look so queer. Oh, Johnny, I hardly knew ya.
Felsen unter Sternen saß im rauen Winterhauch eine Drossel und ich fragte, warum wanderst du nicht auf? Warum bleibst du, wenn die Stürme brausen über Flur und Feld? Da dir winkt im fernen Süden eine sonnenschöne Welt. Antwort gab sie leisen Tones, weil ich nicht wie andere bin, Zeiten und Geschicken wechseln ihren leichten Sinn. Die da wandern nach der Sonne, ruhelos von Land zu Land, haben nie das stille Leuchten in der eigenen Brust gekannt.
A bold young farmer courted me. He gained my heart free goodwill, and I must confess that I love him still. I wish my baby little was born and smiling on his father's knee, and I was dead and in my grave, and the green grass growing all over me. I wish, but it's all in vain. I wish I was a maid again, but a maid again that never can be, since that a young farmer lay still with me. Oh, dig my grave long, wide and deep, put a marble stone at my head and feet, but a turtle white dove put over above, for to let the world know that I died for love.
This was Isla Cameron with Died for Love, an old Irish song that comes back in many forms and many interpretations. I don't think that I've ever heard a more beautiful one than this one right here. Recorded by the man himself, Alan Lomax. Alan Lomax, the man who recorded the world, is a musicologist and a folk musician, and he recorded thousands of folk songs from all over, from America, from the Appalachian Mountains, from Europe, from Russia, from the Middle East, from Africa, from the Caribbean islands. The man gave so much for folk culture, it is hard to imagine. As well as Pete Seeger, he also had a father that was a musicologist, was into music, and his father, John Lomax, was collecting cowboy songs, they called it. Well, hillbilly songs, those are the country music that we hear and love today, inspired by those songs. And nobody really paid him much attention and thought that it is thought it's stupid, I think, to collect those cowboy songs. But somehow he got some money from the Library of Congress, and he took his son, Alan Lomax, with him when he was 17 years old to go and collect those songs. And they collected all sorts of songs from prisons and many special tunes with a very, very low budget. So it's interesting that he and Pete Seeger have this connection. Both their fathers inspiring them. Those figures are so important to me, and I try to think why are they so important to me, and I realize that they carry the songs in the most tender way. This is the way of folk, to carry the history and the music and the art. And because there is something very fragile about somebody's creation, about music, about art, it can be dismissed very fast, so you have to be very gentle with it. And those people, Alan Lomax and Pete Seeger, those people carry those songs with the most compassionate and tender way, and bring the most powerful things to the front. And I thought that there is something about the DJ's job in this world, as I see it, which is very folk-like. It is to carry the songs in a fragile way, and not only to carry them, but also to deliver them to the ears of people in a way that they can listen to them, because not all the songs are always easy to listen to. So there is something very folk-like in a DJ's job. I believe that it should be something very humble of taking care of the art itself, of the music, and delivering it in a way that it can be heard. So there is something very simple about that, but this is why we thank Alan Lomax and for paving the way and for showing us how to protect those wonderful tunes time after time. You're tuned into Country Rebels. This is the voice of the German Iraki, and I say let's switch it up a little. Let's listen to some hyped up country tune. Let's go. Country Rebels once again, hyped up with the Cadillacs, Grainer, String Band, yeehaw! Those folks are a wonderful example of people who are carrying the songs with them in the most wonderful way. Old school hillbilly music, this is.
Tuned in to Country Rebels, brought to you by the German Iraki.
One second. I just gotta cut it right now because we just got a live recording right now to the station, a live dub plate, so to say. So it's through the phone, so I'm gonna play it right now.
Long star belt bottles and old faded Levi's. Time German Iraki play again. My, you know it's Ijabbar representing for German Iraki in the Country Rebel Show. My.
Yes, sir, this is live right now. Big up Ijabbar for sending us this lovely little voice message dub plate on the station. This is Country Rebels, where we always come to surprise you, motherfucker.
Come glide out with me over the sea. Your arms will hold me tenderly. Follow me.
Yes, sir! Country Rebels coming again.
Gliding along.
Oh yeah.
Singing a song. My hand in your hand all night long.
Pete Seeger and Lomax both were people who had the FBI had files on those people for years. You know, Lomax was under supervision by the FBI for 40 fucking years, since 1940 to 1980. Now imagine that. I mean, I can't imagine a more good-hearted person than Pete Seeger or Lomax. Those people who take care of culture and do this dedicated work that I talked about before, of carrying the songs with them. And those people have files on them at the FBI because of some, I don't know what it is even, but it just reminds me that those systems have not changed. Those are the same systems that exist now. Nothing makes me believe that those systems have changed in any ways. And who are the people that the FBI and those whatever it is? I mean, those people have files on today. I mean, who are the people today that are being watched for nothing? You know. So this kind of thing brings out the rebel energy and why it is necessary, because we are not talking about a world in which it is if you are bad, you are being watched. It is a world that is, if it doesn't suit a certain politics, you are watched for fucking 40 years. I mean, that's fucking crazy. So that really brings out some anger energies in me, for sure, and some rebellious energy. And yeah, I sometimes bless that energy because fuck those fucking systems for doing this kind of thing, you know? For chasing down those most wonderful figures who take care of our culture and give a voice to people who need to be heard and cultures who need to be heard, who they don't suit a certain narrative. So I say fuck those systems and remember that those are the same systems that exist today. So I will just play another little skit of Alan Lomax telling us about cultural equity, about what he thinks is important and why he thinks it's important that cultures have their voice on the radio, essentially. So this is cut from an interview from 1991. So I'm gonna play this right now. Just gonna find it and play it. Yes.
My view of it is that not very long ago, there were hundreds of little separate communication worlds. I call them little bubbles of song and delight and ways of life and cookery and everything that existed everywhere. Literally hundreds of thousands of these little generators of the original. And suddenly, all those delicate structures are being smashed and scattered and suppressed by an overpowerful, over-rich, overreaching communication system. And that's true in our country, it's true in Europe, and it's true, of course, even more tragically in the rest of the world. And I think the most important thing that anybody can do is to try to restore the balance. I call this cultural equity. The slogan is every culture with its equal time on the air and in the classroom. Cultural equity should join all the other important principles of human dignity, freedom of speech, freedom of movement, freedom to work and live and enjoy yourself, and freedom for your culture to express itself. Because that's all we've got, you know. We're just culture.
German Iraki found the station one time again. This is Country Rebels.
Remember when we used to grow? You used to drop your hint and me think you did a gal. But me a goody and me never know how. Furthermore, me never decide to bow. Well, a long time your friend them did a leak. But more tree, a boy want me bow and me tell him to flee. I tell you it was under the sycamore tree. The sun stopped shining for me. I tell you it was under the sycamore tree. A boy want me bow and me tell him to flee. I tell you it was under the sycamore tree. The sun stopped shining for me. Me love you but me still have me pride. Me a girl will give you all the wickedest ride. But me have to stay on the righteous side. Me nah make no boy make me walk and hide. Call me old fashion, I know everything me like. Me a girl will ride on your big ninja bike. Run any marathon in on me spike. I want my me chat pan and me to the mic. Well it was under the sycamore tree. A boy want me bow and me tell him to flee. I tell you it was under the sycamore tree. The sun stopped shining for me. I tell you it was under the sycamore tree. A boy want
Thank you for joining us. This is German Iraki on the Country Rebels show. Join us next time and we'll do something surprising, hopefully. Yes, sir.